Hello, I'm Adrian.abelarde and I'll be showing a demo on how to connect Google Firebase to a Flutter project. Now, first of all, we need to create a new Flutter project and then click Flutter and then click Next. Then we name it Activity 2 and Firebase connection. Then we can disable Linux, macOS, and then Windows. Now we have a new Flutter project. Now, for setup 2, let us create a Google Firebase project. Let's go to firebase.com, and then since I already have an account to Google Firebase, you can just click go to console or get started. And then add a new project. And then let's name it CSE3 Activity 2. Then click I confirm. Here we can disable Google Analytics for this project. Once created, click continue. And this is our project overview. Now we're going to set up first with iOS. Then let's click this iOS button. And then to get the Apple Bundle ID, we need to open our Flutter project folder. To open the project PBX project file. So we need to go inside iOS and then let's go to runner.xcode project and then open this project.pbx. You have to get the project bundle identifier. Project bundle product bundle. Okay, this one. So we have to get this value and paste it right into our Apple Bundle ID. And then we can register our app. And then this is very important that we need to download our Google Service Info plist because this includes our credentials here, like Google Apple ID and storage bucket, project ID, and so on. Now we just keep it here first. Then we have to open our Flutter project again and then go inside runner. Inside our runner, we should open this in our Finder, and then we have to paste our plist inside here. So we have to put this plist into that Finder here. Now once pasted, we should let's continue by clicking next. Click next. Click next. And then we should skip the add Firebase SDK and the add initialization code by clicking next. Now we can continue to console. Then we should also again add app, but this time for Android. Now for us to do that, we are going back again to our Flutter project. Then go inside Android folder and then go inside again in app folder. We should see this build Gradle file, and then we're going to find .com example, and we should get these two. And then this is what we're going to copy and paste in our Android package name, and then register app. Then the same thing like what we did earlier, we're going to download Google services.json. You can put it here to view its contents, and then we can go back into our Flutter project, and then inside our src folder we can open this in our Finder. Once open, of course, we're going to put our Google services.json here. I think we should put it inside src like this. Now once we have that, let's go back to Firebase, and then let's click next. Now to add the Google Services plugin, copy the ID given in the instruction, which is this one. Copy that, then paste it inside our build Gradle, then find dependencies here, then paste it like this, but we need to put it like this, class path, and then paste. Then we can delete all this, the version, and then this ID. Then let's save it. Then we also need to go back to Firebase console, Android app setup. Now we need to copy 3 plugin IDs to be put in the app level Gradle config file. Now we have to copy this. Then let's go inside plugins. And let's space it right here. And then do the same thing for this one. Then for dependencies also. Like so. Save it. And then now let's go back to Firebase and click next. Then continue to console. Now we need to also set up for web by clicking this web icon. Then we can name our web app C3 activity 2. Then register app. Now we can continue to console. To add the Firebase core dependencies to the Flutter project, we need to go to pub.dev. And then we're going to search for Firebase core. Once searched, we need to copy the icon. As you can see here, Firebase core, and then once copied, we're going to put it inside our test folder, or I mean into our pubspec YAML, because this is a dependency. So we need to go to our dependencies and then paste our Firebase core here. Then click save. Now we can click this pubget to install our dependency, which includes a newly added dependency Firebase core. Now once installed, we have to go to our library folder and then main dart. So inside our void main, we're going to add widgets flutter binding dot ensure initialized, then add a semicolon. And then we have to add our import package Firebase core, then Firebase core dart, like so. Now inside our void main, we're going to add, or first we have to make it asynchronous, and then you can change this into future. Then now we can do an await Firebase that initialize app. Once done, we're going back to Google Firebase console, and then we need to copy the Firebase app configuration. we have to click this web apps CSE3 activity 2. Then as you can see here, we have more Firebase config inside. Now we have to go back, or to detect if the Flutter app is running on the web, import foundation module to access KLS web function. If running for web app, initialize Firebase using the web config data from previous step, else call as normal. Now we need to go again inside our main.dart, then inside our feature main async, we need to create if KLS, or I mean K is web, and then await Firebase dot initialize app. Also, we can remove this, and then let's put in parameters like API key or options, and then this option will be constant. Then let's add Firebase options, and then it auto completed already. Now we're going to paste our API key here like so, our auth domain, and then for our project ID, and then for storage bucket, for messaging sender ID, and then for app ID. Now once pasted, we can now do an else statement after it, then await Firebase that initialize app, then close it with semicolon, and then let's put this run app below it. Now basically that's it for setting up Firebase into our Flutter app.